Hey, good evening, everyone. Today is Monday, April 30th, 2018. So let's take a look at what we have going on in the market. Some of the stocks I've been watching closely, and hopefully you've been kind of watching too. Of course, if you have any tips or suggestions or anything along, please leave it in the comments and make sure you give me a like and share because I'm just kind of starting off here. And the more people I can get interacting, the better this is going to be. Let's start out with my friend here, Synovus Energy. Made some comments about it last week and yesterday, I believe. The stock didn't do very much today, even though I'm still bearish on the stock. I do have some put options at 7, a number of put options at 7, so I'm hoping that we get a decline in this. I feel like it's still not too late for some downtrend potential. Volume has been right on par, nothing too exciting. So we'll just kind of keep that one in our hat. So that's one that's still we could potentially go in. I think that stock's gonna go down. And here's another one I've talked about several times before is CPG, Crescent Point. Crescent Point Energy. Let's see. What do you guys think? So, as I mentioned the other day, I've been kind of watching this a bit. It likes a trend. It's been in this channel between 6.50 and 9, and it looks like it's down a little bit today, just 3 cents, not too much. But I think if we get some momentum going below the 10-day moving average, I think that'll be a good sign that we'll end up going here down the bottom 6 or 7, below $7 a share. I did manage to pick up some put options today in the I think it was $6 or $7 area, so not that much, only bought about $400 worth. But hey, you know what? If we make a little money, it's better than losing money. And of course, if it swings the other way, it looks like it's going to take off, I'll dump those. But I just want to put a little bit of risk on these. Let's see. Let's get right to it here. So we have a couple of stocks I'm like, another one is Profile. Let's take a look at this quickly. Get rid of this. Excellent. So, looks like we're going to have a turnaround on this. We're reaching some resistance here around the $9 area. Well, it's been pretty much flat. Nothing too exciting here. Oh, that's not it. Sorry. Back up here. F-I-E. Sorry about that. Perfect. I know that it didn't look right. Sorry about that, folks. This is very ad hoc, so you get what you get. Anyway, Profile. Looks like today didn't do very much. I still don't see why the stock can go up further. I'm hoping that it consolidates here for a little bit. Might be a buying opportunity. Still slightly above the 10-day moving average, which is positive. We had a little swing in action today, but up 2%, which is a lot for a little stock like this. So yeah, I think I'm still pretty bullish on the stock. So let's continue. And let's see, where's some other ones that we want to talk about? Here's an interesting one for, I'll have to look that one up later. I know the other day I mentioned Zoomez. I'm hoping that it would kind of be a turnaround here, but it hasn't really done too much. Will it continue, or is there a potential? Maybe. If we get some decent volume, this is still one to watch. Not quite sure. Not quite yet. And there's a couple other ones I want to check out too. Oh, I mentioned the other day, Therapeutics. Let's see what that did today. Just from an ad hoc. Just down just a little bit, about 3 points. I think this one still could be a buy. Volume was nothing special. We'll just have to watch and see how the market reacts, because I think it has, if it can hang out here for a little bit, I think it has potential of going higher, but I don't see anything that's really that impressive yet, but could be a good entry point. I would enter the stock maybe once you get some momentum, maybe around the 1, just to make sure. Maybe 147 or something might be a good entry point. I'm not sure, because I'd rather buy stock on the upswing than definitely on the downswing. That's for sure. That's one thing I've learned in life. I have much better luck buying things going on the upside than on the downside. Let's see, what else do we have here? I'm going to take a look at some of my other. Here's one from my Canadian friends. It's called Fronsac Real Estate Investment Trust. It's a small real estate investment trust. I do like REITs for long-term opportunities. Let me kind of. This doesn't look very pretty. The volume is pretty low. It's just recently traded over the past couple of years. They have some gas stations. They have some other types of investments. The company has been growing, but very slowly. It's a small cap stock. This is, of course, I usually don't trade penny stocks this low, but I like it because it's a REIT and it even pays a small dividend. And I think this has long-term potential. I wouldn't go all in with this, but I think over a 2 or 3 year time frame, I think you'll do okay with this one. As you can see, back in 2015, it was hanging around 35-cent level. And today it's hanging around 57 cents, so it's not too bad of a profit, especially when you're getting like a 4% yield. Let's go to something else here. Okay, I'll flip back to my day. Senseonics, nothing too exciting going on here. This is what I've also been watching. It's on a lower price. It might be forming a base here, not sure. If it starts to jump up, I'll go ahead and jump in, but let's take a look at the weekly chart. It's topped out here at this around $4, maybe $4.50, maybe 4.25 it looks like, but this may have some good long-term potential, I think, if we can get through that $4 level area. This also might be a good spot to buy if we can catch it on the upswing. Let's see. I found a couple other ones. This one keeps popping up on my radar. Tamarack Valley Energy Limited, another cheapy stock, 356. If it continues to go up, I think this one also has potential. I didn't buy into this one yet. Let's see some other ones here. I'm close to Tandem Diabetes Care. Okay, this is one that I do hold. I bought it around the $5 level. It hasn't done anything very much exciting. It's kind of bouncing around here a bit. Maybe it's forming a base. Maybe it'll take off again, and maybe it'll go back down. You never know. But this is something that's of interest to me. I'm watching this one pretty closely just in case it goes off the rails. Let's see. Oh, Huntsman. Huntsman seems to be forming a little base here. I don't know if I'd buy it quite yet. I think if it were to go maybe over $30.50, I might jump back in it as a momentum play. But as you can see, this one's pretty boring. This is something you kind of hold for a few days to a month and then dump it. But it's pretty predictable. It's one of those pretty safe stocks. One thing that I also discovered today is the Investors Business Daily IBD 50 Fund ETF. I think we're going to pick up some momentum here. I think if you were to buy, if we have a good open tomorrow, it might be worth jumping in here around maybe 33.75, and if you can hold it, if we get a market rally, you can maybe run it up to 34, 35 or so. You can make a quick profit on there. It's pretty stable. It's one of the things where you won't make a lot of money on, but it has some predictability, which I like. Let's see, anything else of interest today? I'm just looking here. ACB, this is for our Canadian friends. Let me zoom out here a little bit. Yeah, this is our Aurora Cannabis. Hasn't been doing very much lately. It's been kind of trending sideways a bit for the past, I wouldn't say sideways, but it's been had a bit of a tumble over the past couple months, and it's trending sideways a bit. Will it bounce back up? I don't know. I know a lot of people bought it way back here as a speculative buy, and look, it took off. I actually bought it around $2.50, and I didn't sell it right at the top. Of course, that was kind of hard. I didn't watch it as closely as I do now. But eventually I did sell it in the $9 area. It just wasn't acting right after this bounce. I was holding onto it for too long. I should have got rid of it way before then, but it is what it is. Let's see, Denny's, one of my favorites. I don't have any of this, but I think this would be a good play, safe play, as you can see. Not too much volatility. It's been trending up. It's been doing well. Volume's been above normal. So this is something I might actually write down and check out as a safe play to buy if we can get some more momentum in the stock. It's been doing quite well. It's kind of something that's been going against the market. I'm not sure why, but there seems to be a lot of interest in this in Denny's. Let's see, what else can we talk about that might be of interest? Whoops, sorry about that. Let's see, not the PBH, but let's just take a look at the market. Dow Jones. Let's look at the slide. Today started off pretty good, but it ended kind of on a down note. Very small down note. Well, 140 points. That's not half. Well, more than 0.5%. We're still in this pattern here where I'm not quite sure what to make of it. Looks like we have an ascending triangle possibly here. I'll have to draw that in another time, but I think eventually we'll get some direction as soon as we break this. Let's see. I would say over the next maybe half a month, 2 to 3 weeks, we'll get an idea of direction, either up or down. But of course, going through the this level here, which I have, is 232. Go through there, and then basically throw in the towel and kind of hold on. But even if we go through it for a day, we want to have at least a couple of days through that level as a confirmation. We just don't kind of overreact to things. And let's look at the SPY, Standard & Poor's 500 ETF. Same thing, same scenario. Started pretty well, ended not so well. As you can see for an hourly chart here, up and then down. We're below. We're still below. Yeah, we're below the 2 major moving averages, which I like to watch. Some people like the 200-day. I think that's okay, but I think for what we're doing, 10 and 50-day work well, even better than 200-day. And just before I go, now let's put the cues. Okay. Still same scenario. We're having lower, higher lows, so that's not necessarily a bad sign. But we have a top, and it looks like we're gonna. I'll have to draw a line on that later. It looks like we're coming up to an interesting juncture, possibly with the cues. Still trending upward though, which is always a good thing, and earnings are still coming out here and there. And that will be the main driver over the next probably few weeks at least. So let's see here. Those are all I have for today. I'm still bearish on CPG. OAS might be a good buy if we can get through that level, which I mentioned earlier. Sage and SJM, kind of one to kind of keep on the back burner. Let's see, and some other ones there. I mentioned the Canadian one, the Real Estate Investment Trust for Canadian friends. And yeah, that's all I have. I'll make it a quick night. I have a couple things I got to do, so I don't know if I'll be able to do a market report. But if I have anything or some quick or some action or whatever based on what I've been telling you guys, I'll maybe just do a quick 5-minute video. So I hope everyone has a good night and